You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. Carr gonna open with a pass here. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go play action with Carr. On the move, headed right. He sends this one to the end zone. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Now Carr. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's able to take this up to the 15 before being taken down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Got a man, it's London. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Able to get it to Moore. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Play action. Here's Penix. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You want to know why we see so many gray hairs, Kate, on these D coordinators we meet with? It's plays like that. These D coordinators hate quarterbacks that can escape the pocket, escape the blitz, and make you pay with completions.
Third down give to Robinson. And he could not get there. They stopped him right at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Fourth down, here's Penix. He finds him beyond the marker. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. That big fourth down call is how we close out our first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Penix working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. Third down coming up. Here's Penix. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Falcons will have a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
The throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Complete on the option. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints trailing on the scoreboard. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the shotgun, Carr. Short pass brought in. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Looking for, this time they're gonna get there and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that, all that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5. From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints earn the chance to tie it before halftime. They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Penix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Penix here from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Still has some space inside the 35. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Penix. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee it. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Working inside the red zone. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll throw it again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's... football, that's his first career interception.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Falcons scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Penix to throw. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Here's Penix. Into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Carr here from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grab the lead on their first series of the half. That one right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's brought in by Mooney. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Penix working from the gun. Finds his target, Robinson. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Offense in the hurry up here. They've got a man in motion. Penix now on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Alontae Taylor making the stop. Penix on third down. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
They'll run here on first down. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Carr. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the shotgun, Carr. Throwing deep for the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! That's Carlton Davis. And the Falcons will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Get some space around midfield. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense up to the line fast. On first down, here's Penix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders or offensive guys have bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we're through 3 here. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Into the secondary past the 40. And he gets this shot all the way to the 31-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Another carry for him. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They go play action with Khan. Called in left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Back-to-back carry. Oh, he lost the football! And the Falcons scoop it up. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway.
Yo, bro, why'd you do that?
For a touchdown. The Falcons now trail by just a point in the 4th. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Khan. Buys time, rolling right. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. They send a man in motion. Back to the well again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Tight end gets it running forward. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints with a little more work to do to win it here. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now Carr. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Escapes out to the left. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge hit in return for that defense.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Once more, it's Robinson. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Big play here, tie game, and here comes 4th and goal. The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Returnable from the 1. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.